Alrighty, boys, girls, squids, and kids, it has been a little over a day since Splatoon 3 has been revealed, which means it is time to start theorizing. So with Splatoon 3's new trailer, we see a totally new location, a Mad Max-style location that appears to be the remains of France, with the Eiffel Tower apparently flipped upside down. And though the location was just revealed yesterday, I think we've got enough to do a small breakdown on it. So like I said before, we see the Eiffel Tower flipped upside down, but in the desert. Why is the Eiffel Tower in the desert? Well, your first idea would be that the wars that caused Splatoon's world would have been the reason that France is a desert, but it's also in a canyon, and this was around 10,000 years ago, so we would have seen a lot of growth since then in those 10,000 years, especially since the world was flooded over. Life should have been restored by then in that area, which leads me to believe that the actual location is actually Egypt, or some other dry African country. Ooh, actually, maybe the Grand Canyon in America. Somewhere that isn't actually Europe. I believe the Eiffel Tower was thrown at another country in one of the 3 world wars that happens in the future that leads up to the Splatoon universe taking place. If I had to place my bets, then Splatoon 3 would be set in the Grand Canyon. I believe that Splatville, which is the name of the new location in Splatoon 3, would be set inside of the Grand Canyon, with the Splatlands, which is the name of where we see our new Inkling friend come out of, is above the Grand Canyon, where you'd look into the Grand Canyon from. The Eiffel Tower is really the only sign that it's in France, but the geography just does not match up. Also, why would the Eiffel Tower be flipped upside down? Like, it's not like the Eiffel Tower just got knocked over, it's full on just upside down, almost like it'd been thrown. But you'd need something pretty big to throw the Eiffel Tower. I wonder if there's something we've seen before in the Splatoon world that would be big enough to throw the Eiffel Tower. Yes, I believe the Eiffel Tower was used as a weapon in pre-Splatoon history. Maybe France had a giant robot that just straight up ripped the Eiffel Tower out of the ground and threw it at the United States. Honestly, that sounds better than Splatoon 3 being set in old France. So what evidence do we have to prove that this is France? Besides the Eiffel Tower, well, not exactly a whole ton. But I'm not exactly a pro in French geography, so if anyone knows where this could be in France, then could you please let me know and embarrass me in the comments for making this video. But now that we've talked about where the Splatlands and Splatville are, let's discuss the architecture. Another thing that makes me believe that this is America is the architecture. The city of Splatville looks like an American city, like California or New York, more than it does compared to Paris. So in Splatville's plaza, we look much more boxed in than we were in the last 2 games. Very much in the heart of the city, which I enjoy. The last 2 locations just felt like boxes that Inkling parents would throw their kids in, whereas this big Chad location, Splatville, actually feels like somewhere the Inklings and Octolings would actually go to live life. So that really piques my interest. Also, I'd like to discuss if we're going to have apartments in Splatoon 3, and honestly, I believe so. No way they didn't go into such detail making those apartment buildings in the trailer for no reason. Also, you gotta remember that the same sector of Nintendo is also the ones responsible for making Animal Crossing, so these people know how to make a game about designing homes. Making apartments is also another good way to use our coins, because there's seriously been no use for coins after you'd bought all the clothing and weapons. Being able to design apartments would be a really good way to give us some use out of our coins. Anyways, I think that about wraps up the video. I can't wait to see you guys in the 100 subscriber special, even though we're approaching 200 subscribers. Alright guys, I will see you on Saturday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See ya.